After coming out of nowhere, F1 Race Stars is almost with us, and the demo is out now on Xbox Live and PSN. We've been playing the track on offer to see what we've got to look forward to when the game lands on November 16th.
We got to play this at Eurogamer, and like we said back then, the idea of taking F1 Race Stars and putting them into a colourful, cartoony karting world is such a good idea.
All the big names are here, but rather than a super cool streamlined simulation, we've got ourselves a bucket full of wacky tracks, weapons and wonderment.
But not only does it feature race stars, you can also race stars.
Wow, Dan, it's nice to see that English GCSE still in action.
It is, doesn't it?
The demo gives us a brief glimpse of how the game will work, including the 11 tracks that will ship with the full game. Here too is a brief glimpse of the different obstacles and themes each track will have, although it's the German track you get to actually play here.
You can also choose your class, Mario Kart style, and your race star. As you can see, the track is a playground of tight bends, ramps, multiple routes, traffic colliding, slip sliding mayhem. There are boosts, jumps, and of course weapon pickups too. You can turn the weather bad, boost, capture the races in a bubble and a whole load more. In keeping with the F1 brand, there are pit lanes around the circuits too.
Yes, don't think you're some sort of invincible supercarter here. You can and will take damage. This has an effect on the kart's performance, and if you don't pit in regularly, you'll soon find yourself at the back of the field. Getting to first isn't as easy as holding the trigger down either. You're going to need some strategy.
In an interesting post on the Codemasters blog recently, Tom Edwards talked about the AI of the drivers and how the game can get pretty hard. The game will look at you as a player and adjust accordingly if you're struggling or doing really well, in order that you enjoy the game as much as you can. What it won't do, however, is use a trick known as rubber banding to decide where AI karts should be on the track and adjust them accordingly by slowing them down or speeding them up, which is allowing them to cheat basically.
If you beat the AI in F1 Race Stars, you will have done so fair and square, and at the tougher end of the scale they've been programmed well enough to take a very tight racing line, fire power-ups accurately, and avoid even the most sneakily placed traps. This is no easy racer, and we're confident to say it'll be tons better for it.
That's some pretty serious back-end stuff going on right there, but let's not forget how gloriously enjoyable this is. And as much fun as it is playing this single-handedly, there's a whole goldmine of fun to be had in multiplayer, just like the classic kart games of the past. We can see this going down a storm with even the most stern of gamers, and I'm sure we'll be putting some serious man-hours into this over the Christmas season.
There may not be too much innovation here, but for something wrapped up in as much enjoyment as this, it really doesn't matter. Try the demo yourself if you can, and stand by for an avalanche of awesome when the game lands.
You can tell this is going to be great. It doesn't matter that it's cartoony, so you better Jensen button up your race suit and head for the track.
This is so good they're going to be raking in the awards.
Oh, that's a good one. That's better than my 3. Bravo!
Stay tuned at www.GameTankTV, or else, you jive turkeys.
I hope the Weber holds out. Those karts must weigh a Hamilton. Shoemaker believe it.
You're trying way too hard now.
Yeah, I am, aren't I?